All right, so we're glad we finally got Monday out of the way.
Yes, indeed.
And Tuesday's here.
Now, it means you have no excuse whatsoever to be blue at all this morning. And, well, hey, we have an incentive for you.
Guess who decided to show up today?
Yeah.
MM.
MM.
She just decided to pay us a visit.
Yeah, she looking all glam.
To drop by.
Glam mama. How you doing?
I was just waltzing by.
Yeah. Stop by today. Thank you for coming.
I decided, okay.
I love the hair though.
Oh yeah, thank you. I decided to try something different. So my hairstylist was like, okay, so I think you should do 4 locks. I'm like, okay, so let's try this.
I think you should lock down this look.
You.
You get the play on words there. Lock down this look. You got it right.
That.
Yeah. My name is Titila Oyinson.
And I'm Yomi Okwe. We're streaming live right now. Don't forget, tvcontinental.tv.
And of course on Facebook Live at TVC Connect. Please send in those comments on social media. Use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC.
Check this out. So we have our mobile app, don't forget. And you can download it on, of course, the iOS store and the Android store as well to watch us live anywhere in the world.
Yes, indeed. Now, Tuesdays are always special for us, special for you, special for everyone, but especially those who are celebrating their birthdays this week. Birthdays are always something we celebrate, and we'll be celebrating a lot of our viewers today on the show.
Yes, indeed. All right, now, you heard of Sam Clef. Well, this one here is Sam Jams, and he's the first musical act we have for you this morning. He's a contemporary musical, urban gospel rapper and singer.
And on DIY, we'll be learning a thing or two. As always, it's gonna be about revamping something. And I know you have some old heels, some old shoes, want to give them some new life? Then you should stay close and watch this one.
Now, entertainment news will be bringing you up to date with our celebrities and what they have been up to. We have Bello Krebs joining us for that.
Yes, indeed. Then still more to come. We have Nigerian lyricist and hip-hop artist Obadice. And he's going to be joining us after such a long time for a musical performance.
I was throwing you back to the 90s there with the OPP song. And Modupe Enyinla is a beauty consultant, and she's a mom blogger and co-founder of Mom Zone. On parenting, she will be talking about shy toddlers and how to warm them up. I like that topic.
There are a lot of shy toddlers out there. Now, we have another performance coming your way and a chat with Nigeria's #1 sensational guitarist, Fioki, will be joining us later on.
Wow. So when I saw that, I was like, this looks like an animation. But wow, the guy looks like an animation.
Yeah.
It was really well done.
Yes, indeed.
My goodness.
I wanted to ask you guys, right? Have you ever been an activist for anything? Like you were an activist either for women
or
publicly, or you can't be an activist at home now. You'll be harassing your husband.
Yeah, you could be
women's rights.
Yeah, you can be an activist on social media.
Okay, yeah. So whether it's a social media activist, have you ever protested and went out and carried a placard?
Okay.
Maybe on
placards.
campus,
placards.
On campus, you shut down the department.
Okay, so there was a particular, so in my secondary school, in QC, there was a particular period where our arm was always considered the most notorious. So in QC, they go from Z all the way to R instead of A to wherever. So the V arm was just considered so notorious at that particular time.
And you just happened to be there.
Yes, I just happened to be there, you know.
The bad girls.
And so there was a particular day they told us to kneel down in the where we do assembly ground for like 3 hours in the sun.
Wow.
At that point, everybody was like, you know what, we can't take this. Like everybody now stood up. Like, we're not doing this, we're that, you know, and then as soon as I saw other people standing up, the way they suspended that is already...
So that was your only brush with activism?
Yeah, I was part of that. If I was part of that, you know, gathering or whatever, you won't find me there the minute they talk about suspension.
No, but the thing is...
I would have jagged because...
The whole arm was suspended. Like
Because
the
you guys
whole
protested.
well, I think there was definitely something that led to everybody kneeling down outside, but it was noise making. So everybody was like, wait, because we're making noise, that's why people are telling us to go. It's not as if we broke something, it's not as if we, hello.
And then they suspended you guys for,
for
refusing
revolting.
to. Yeah, for revolting.
Yes, so from then, I just, give myself break. Can't just be following people to go and protest like this. So you have to just think about
when it comes to activism, for me, it's always been a case of women rights. In my office, when they want to look for my trouble, they go, that woman is a useless woman. And then because they know I will just immediately. So it's always been like that for me. And then sometime in future, I was planning to start this year, but I postponed it to next year. I intend to take up breastfeeding activism regarding breastfeeding as an actively, encourage people to actually breastfeed their children for longer.
Wow.
Yeah, and then they now cut to MM is supposed to comment on that. But you can't
knows that MM is the activist, but hey, I'm just going to chill.
Oh, dear me. It's about time for us to take the news, and Yomi is going to be taking it. All
right, now a big story that we're following today is that of the Revolution Now protest called by presidential candidate Omoyele Sowore. It flopped across the country. Protesters staged a walk to the office of the National Human Rights Commission in Abuja, but were countered by a pro-government demonstration at the Unity Fountain. Siphon Essien reports.
These protesters defied the rain to stage a protest to the office of the National Human Rights Commission in Abuja.
Hello, we must also say that we have submitted a petition.
The hashtag Revolution Now protesters draw attention to what they call the failings of the federal government and the desire for a better life for the people.
There are just a few of them that actually staged the walk, but they've made their voices heard and they have submitted their complaints to the National Human Rights Commission.
The reason we are here today is to demonstrate our remonstrance with the failings of government.
I think what you can always do is to do a follow-up of any complaint you felt that has not been well treated. Okay, so it is obvious that there are issues of violations across the board, across the country, and this we are systematically handling.
The detention of the publisher of the online newspaper Sahara Reporters is among the reasons for the protests. Omoyele Sowore is being held by the secret police for instigating the Revolution Now protests. A statement by a media aide to the president kicked against the revolution and emphasized that a democratically elected government can only be changed through the ballot. In the 2019 presidential election, Omoyele Showore's African Action Congress Party polled a total of 33,953 votes to come 10th among parties that contested. In a bid to counter the Revolution Now demonstration, these pro-government protesters converged on the Unity Fountain to throw their weight behind the government.
Nigerians do not need revolution of any sort at this moment. To say to Nigerians that President Muhammadu Buhari is laying a solid foundation for our great-grandchildren.
But one thing clear is that issues raised during the demonstrations are not going away anytime soon. Siphon Essien, TVC News.
Now, protesters also turned up in Lagos, but as their numbers increased, songs of displeasure rose and police area commander, sensing he might have trouble on his hands, called for reinforcements. Soon enough, security was beefed up in the area, and it didn't take time for the protesters to be dispersed with tear gas. In Kwara State, security agents surrounded the stadium complex even though no protesters showed up. This halted sporting activities as athletes who had arrived for training were turned back by police officers. The planned protest also did not take place in Ondo State as security agents were deployed to strategic locations. The arrest of Omoyele Sowore has also caused sharp divisions among Nigerians who have pitched their tent with or against the action. Osun State was calm and peaceful, with everyone going about their activities without any hindrance. For residents, the forceful change of power will not augur well for the country. They were, however, not happy with the security, social and economic crises facing the country. Nigeria experienced devastating floods in 2012 and 2018, which affected millions of people and caused physical losses amounting to billions of naira. Despite warnings and flood alerts issued by the Nigerian Meteorological Agency and the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, to states in the country, governments and individuals have failed to adequately prepare by putting measures in place to mitigate against flooding. Already, some communities have begun to experience flooding, with residents lamenting the extent of damage brought on by the rains. States like Lagos, Kebbi, Abuja, Ogun, Delta, Adamawa, Anambra are only a few where residents are already dealing with the accompanying effect of heavy rains. Over to the U.S., where President Donald Trump will visit El Paso, Texas and Dayton, Ohio in the coming days following mass shootings in the cities over the weekend. Mr. Trump will travel to express his condolences and help provide resources, as well as hear more from the mayors of those cities affected. El Paso Mayor D. Margo said he would meet with the president while he visits on Wednesday to discuss his community's specific needs in his capacity as mayor. Well, that's it on the news update for this hour. Let's take a break now. Of course, we'll bring you the weather forecast and sports with Mary right after.
Yes, we do. We have the headlines, especially, well, we're going to start with the Punch this morning. It says, herdsmen menace banditry. Lagos, Benue, Ebonyi, 5 others to acquire drones. Ogun, Oyo, Enugu planning to file applications. And there's quite a lot going on in the picture stories here. The situation in Lagos, Abuja, and Osun State. And the hashtag Revolution Now. Police clampdown disrupts Lagos, Abuja, other protests. And there's more information about that on page 3. EFCC obtains court order to freeze Bauchi account. Chevron bows to Nupeng's pressure, recalls sacked workers. It says here, oil price falls below $60 budget benchmark. Buhari addresses APC National Working Committee Wednesday. It also says, medical trip, DSS pledges to release El Zakzaki wife. Right at the top of the page here, it says, power transmission weak despite TCN's $1.63 billion intervention, say the Gencos. And I'll wrap it up with this one. It says, Amosun left 18 billion naira for Abiodun, says ex-commissioner. That's what we have on the cover of the Punch.
All right, let's check out The Guardian here. Outrage over crackdown on unarmed protesters. Ezekwesili, Balarabe Musa, others flay alleged police brutality. CSO to petition IGP Adamu at International Criminal Court. Buhari commends Nigerians for ignoring revolution. A court declares imposition of fine by LASMA illegal. That's a law report on page 42 of The Guardian. And Kaduna Khan condemns killing of cleric wife's abduction. And there's also a special report in the Guardian this morning. It says, visit Egypt and see Nigeria's backwardness. Wow. And government to supervise El-Zakzaki's travel for treatment abroad. And Shiites leader wife restricted to Indian hospital. Will study ruling, says prosecuting counsel. And struggle not yet over, says the IMN leader. That's what we have on the cover of The Guardian.
We have the Nation newspaper here, and this is the headline: Activists defiant as police smash protests in cities. It says 20 protesters held in Lagos, Osun, Cross River. AAC members arrested. Nigerians have shown preference for democracy, says presidency. But in the photo story here, it says this picture on my left. It's on the left. It says Sahara reporters Victor Ogungbinro in the middle being arrested there, as well as other protesters being forced into Black Marias. There are some quotes here as well. If you're interested, please pick up a copy of The Nation. It says oil prices may dip by $30 on the U.S.-China trade war. Houses sheltering criminals will be demolished, says Ogun governor. EFCC raids ex-Zamfara governor's Yari home. El-Zakzaki wife freed on health grounds. And it also says here, ruling in petition against Buhari reserved. And finally, 19 die, 30 injured in Cairo accident. That's what we have on the cover of The Nation.
All right, let's check out the Vanguard. Revolution now, that's the hashtag. And angry youths confront security men, protest in 4 states, federal capital. And police brutalize 70-year-old woman as exercise turns violent in Osun. One shot, police arrest 12, including journalists. Pro-government protesters mobilized to disrupt protest. And Mailafia, 7 presidential candidates, others call for Showore's release. And we have photographs of the protests on the cover of the Vanguard this morning. And some other stories up here. DSS bows to court order, releases El-Zakzaki to travel for treatment in India. Ogun to demolish houses used by kidnappers, arrest landlords. And there's an interview there with Dr. Christopher Collady, and talking about the state of the nation. And finally, why importers prefer Lagos to other ports in Nigeria. And that's from the NPA MD. That's what we have on the cover of the Vanguard.
We have the Daily Sun up next. Tension as DSS police foil revolution march. Journalists, 9 others arrested in Calabar, Kaduna, Lagos. Rally venues cordoned off in Abuja and other cities. Rejection of protest call victory for democracy, says the presidency. El-Zakzaki wife get bail on health grounds. Will comply, say DSS. Court gives EFCC nod to freeze Bauchi accounts. And it also says EFCC raids ex-Governor Yari's home in Zamfara. And finally, tribunal reserves judgment on HDP petition against Buhari. That's what we have on the cover of the Daily Sun.
All right, I think we have time for one more here. We have this day, 12 arrested as police soldiers disperse protesters in Lagos. Demonstrators vow to converge on Freedom Park today. Presidency, police mock activists, say march failure is victory for democracy. DSS pledges to obey court's leave to El-Zakzaki to travel for treatment. INEC to commence deregistration of non-performing parties. And state of Nigeria's refineries shameful, says Mele Kyari. And oil price drops to $60 over U.S.-China trade war. And that's ongoing at the moment. And we have a photograph on the cover of This Day this morning. And it says, Secretary to the State Government of the Federation, Mr. Boss Mustafa, and INEC Chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakubu, and someone who's visiting from the United Nations Office for West Africa, Dr. Mohammed Ibn Chabas. That's what we have on the cover of This Day.
I was wondering, so if they're deregistering political parties, do they return the money that they used to apply? Just asking.
Well, it's sort of like at the CAC as well. When a company is not performing,
I get
they shut you down. So yeah,
I get it.
So any non-performing party is going to be delisted.
We need to take a break and get back in a bit with the traffic situation in Lagos.
Good morning again, and thank you for staying tuned. It's still Wake Up Nigeria, and of course, it's time for the Lagos traffic updates. Today, we'll be taking a look at certain areas that are usually traffic prone. Please note that you can always be a part of this segment by sending a message on Instagram, on Facebook, or even Twitter to let us know what your traffic situation is using the hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC. And you know, you could also take a traffic selfie. That would be super cute. All right, so this morning, I'll begin from Oroshoki to Obalende. That area, of course, is one that causes a lot of concern for those who work on the island and live on the mainland. So for that axis right now, there's light traffic, not so much traffic. Well, when you get on the Third Mainland Bridge, it's deceptively free until you get to the University of Lagos area, okay? Just across the Senate Garden, okay? That's where you have the traffic build up, okay? It's just light traffic, but then at some point it seems to be like bumper to fender traffic, but then of course it eases out like that, and then it's freeway again, another deceptive freeway, because the traffic builds up and then becomes bumper to fender all the way off the bridge, all the way through Ring Road, all the way till you get to Osborne. So there's traffic till you get to Osborne today. That's from halfway through on the bridge. But from Osborne, it's not so bad until you're approaching Obalende Bridge itself. That's where the traffic really gets bad again, just a bumper to fender. So if you're trying to time this, it might take you about an hour, 10 minutes to get to Obalende. If you set out now, it will take you about an hour, 10 minutes to get there. That's about 20 minutes extra than you would normally spend if there was no traffic on the bridge, that is. Okay, so we're going to take a look at another area that has plenty of traffic. Talking about the Ile-Epo bus stop. Ile-Epo bus stop, that's on the Lagos-Abeokuta Expressway, okay? So we take a look at what Ile-Epo bus stop to Oshodi looks like right now. So if you're just leaving Ile-Epo bus stop, the traffic is very light. It does seem as if there's no traffic, as a matter of fact. But there is traffic, though that will be when you're close to Yanopaja, which is surprising because normally you would have pockets of traffic leading to Yanopaja, but it's not the case. In fact, the major traffic is under the bridge. You know, when you're approaching the bridge, the narrow area there. But as soon as you're off the bridge again, it's free-flowing. I wonder, are people staying indoor today? Okay, so it's like that until you're approaching Dokpemu. At Dokpemu, though, there's traffic. The traffic builds up just at about that, just after you pass Sterling Bank, just before Wema Bank. Yeah, that's where the traffic builds up, and it continues, not heavy, but it continues till you get to the Dokpemu roundabout. Under the bridge, it becomes heavy, but as soon as you pass the bridge, it becomes light, and it goes on like that till you are approaching that Ben Otto guest house area, the banquet hall area. Yeah. From there on, all the way to Onile-Kere police station is heavy traffic. So be prepared for that. But afterwards, it eases out until you get to that's not too far from Arigidi Street. That's where the traffic builds up, and it's actually instant bumper to fender. It's not the usual, it builds up, then it becomes bumper to fender. No, it's instant bumper to fender. But it eases out a bit when you're approaching the Ajakaye area. And from there, it's free flowing till you get to Ile-Ezik. Yeah, the usual. So from Ile-Ezik, it's traffic all through till you get to National. So from National, the traffic gets lighter, and as soon as you pass Ikeja Bridge, it's free flowing, a bit of traffic at some point. That's at about the OPC Ventures area. So that's where you encounter traffic, very close to PWD side, but it's very light traffic, so it's not one to worry about. Until you get to Arena. When you get into Arena, approaching Arena, the traffic builds up, and then it's bumper to fender traffic, then light again, then bumper to fender until you reach Oshodi Bridge. I wonder what updates you guys have for me.
Yeah, I just have one or two.
Okay.
Here.
Okay.
At avoid Lagos traffic, or well, at traffic butter. A broken down big white bus at Ajegunle towards mile 12 from Ikorodu is causing heavy traffic buildup in that axis. And a lot of motorists are now taking the BRT lane because the truck is actually quite big. So that's going on right now. So hopefully that should be removed. And I think that's about all that I have here.
Okay. Does anyone else have?
Yeah, that was actually the one I was about to take. But so far, the other traffic service, tweet handles are not really doing much this morning. There's a particular situation somewhere around Orita Mary and Biri, or Biri. I'm not sure whether that is. I'm not sure what's happening there. The tweet isn't complete. It's probably a thread, but I'm not able to trace the rest of the thread as at right now. So, Mary, it's all yours.
Okay, so I was actually going to talk about the Yanoba area, but let's just head over to the kitchen. I feel like there's a lot of gists.
MM always comes prepared.
Yes, I do.
That area.
Yes, I do.
So we have two things.
Yeah.
So we might as well talk about both of them.
Well, I think we can actually exhaust one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and just save the other one for later. Anyways, yeah, so we all know this weekend, over the weekend, Juliet Ibrahim, the actress, she launched her new book, A Toast to Life. And there were a lot of revelations in the book. Anyway, that's not the focus for the discussion this morning. What I actually really want to talk about is, okay, so Joro Olomofin, he's a popular Instagram sensation, He took a picture with her and then posted it. And then some guy came after him saying that, in his own words, it's important that I read this out. So because a lady has kids or is, okay, sorry, let me read his tweet first, the troll. Upon all your relationship advice, now Juliet Ibrahim, single mother, 2 ex-husbands you date with now. Joro, very disappointed in you. Plenty wife material, day rude, but it seems whatever. He went on and on and on. Yeah. And then Joro replied, so because a lady has kids or is divorced, means she's not a wife material? What a shame. And then he goes on to insult him. Anyways.
So there's something I've realized about life. People who actually get themselves in this position are people who are too much into love. They are crazy about the idea of love, the ideology of love. I'll take Mariah Carey, for instance. I don't know if you got an interview some weeks back where she was talking about the fact that people say, oh, Mariah Carey is a diva, she's a this, she's been married twice, but I've only had 5 relationships in my entire life. Wow. And out of 5 relationships, she married twice. But there are people who have had 30 relationships. Dating. Married just once, and they believe because they married once, they are saints.
Yeah.
Okay, it's insane. I don't know. It's just like a J-Lo, for example.
That's a good angle that you're taking there, because, you know, a lot of
There's
people...
another angle to it, but I'll just let you continue.
Yeah, because a lot of people... Look, it's social media, right? So it's really, really important that people understand that in the digital space, a lot of people that you meet are not people like that. I mean, they're individuals, they're people, but they put on a different persona.
Yes.
So whether they're challenging you about an issue or talking about something. It could be something that they are going through that they're taking
That made them
with
react.
you as well. So I don't think people should respond to every comment that that people make online. Otherwise, you're just going to be stressed.
MM is going titty. It's like MM is about to burst.
Yeah,
okay,
so
go ahead.
I really want us to redefine what we think of as wife material and husband material in the first place.
50 yards.
What people really thought of as husband material 10, 15 years ago is not the same thing today, because society, everything has changed. As in life, some people feel husband material is a guy that will wake up every morning and pray with me, talk to me before he goes to work. Some believe husband material is the one that will help you bath the kids. Some believe husband material is the one that just rushes out, gets money and brings the money back and comes and makes sure he eats
nice
eats the food that you made him. He might have eaten somebody else's own outside, though, but he ate your own, so it's fine. His husband, do you understand?
Just to make you happy.
So what exactly? Everybody has their own
talk about that
version.
thing,
Yeah, we are going to.
So speaking of food,
what I took from this conversation is, so first of all, that guy is coming from a place of that's how a lot of people actually think, very sadly, about single women, about divorces. And it is completely wrong. In every way, it is wrong. Like, how? Come on. I feel like we've gone past that era where people are, where women should be, shamed. Yeah. Regardless of, you don't know what she went through. Story. You don't know where they're coming from.
You don't know whether she was being physically abused in that marriage.
That she had to leave.
You don't know whether the man was chopping her money. You don't know the reason why she decided to end that marriage.
And then
Why is Berry holding her head?
I find this thing amusing because people that don't walk in your shoes, they've decided that it does not pinch. For goodness sake, what is your business? The person with the woman is not complaining. He knows what he's looking for. He knows what he has found. And now, regarding this husband material thing, look, there's no such thing as husband material.
Or wife material.
Or wife material. We are just fooling ourselves. That is why a man will give a long list. A woman will make a long list. But there's a reason they say the heart wants what it wants. When it comes, in fact, by the time they show you what it was like years later, you'll be like, what was I thinking?
So Juliet is a businesswoman. She has so many great things.
Of that too.
She's making her own money. She starred in loads of movies. She's internationally recognized. Hello. Which one is
fashion brand?
What's
like
a
wife
brand?
I think weeks back. I think a couple of weeks ago.
You guys, like I said, I think you guys are paying too much attention to the troll.
Because
at the end of the day,
it's coming from a place.
So many people.
Yes, it does.
It represents the mentality of many.
That's my point. It actually does.
They help you count how many wives have you married, how many husbands have you married. The more husbands or wives you marry,
she's
makes you responsible. Thank you.
She's a prostitute. They go calling names and stuff. Come on now. Come on.
Please.
Like, I feel like women shouldn't be given a certain title because or shouldn't be tagged.
You know why this is even an issue?
It's
because women are the ones who propagate and make this thing an issue.
You
will be surprised that men hardly even go crazy about it. They'll be like, well, they're happy, move on. But you see women, how can you say they're happy? Do you know what it means? She has married before 3 times. So, no. What is your business?
I've also heard of cases where, so because she's a divorcee or because she's a single lady, single mother, actually, not single lady, single mother.
Right.
She's, wow, you're dating a single mother. Is it not stressful?
Single mother that has never taken out a child, but you've taken 20.
All right, I didn't go there.
Do we have to go on a break now?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, looks like I was going to, talk about something.
Bottom line, husband material, wife material, honestly, cut your coat according to the fabric you have.
You don't even need fabric. Go and marry.
Welcome back. It's still your favorite breakfast show going on. It's Wake Up Nigeria.
Now, who is having a great time this new week? So far, so good, right? So far, so good. We certainly are having a great time, and we're glad that you could join us.
Yeah. Now, of course, it's going to be, it's been 1 hour already. That went by very fast.
For some reason,
Yeah.
it's just flying by. But
Tuesdays are good days. And yeah, so it's going to be a great 2 hours left on the show. Don't worry about it. Now, my name is Yomi Ope.
And I'm Titilayo Oyinso. You can always catch up with us on your way out. Maybe if you need to do something around the house, stream live with us on tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook Live at TVC Connect. Please send in those comments and use our hashtag #WakeUpNigeria.
On TVC.
Yeah.
Wake Up Nigeria on TVC.
I'm getting it.
That's the hashtag.
Soon enough. Wake Up Nigeria on TVC. Yes, that's
Yeah.
it.
Now, we also have an app for you that you can download both on the Android and iOS stores. Now, this app allows you to watch us from anywhere in the world. And it's going to be, you know.
Yeah. It'll spice up your handheld devices. Speaking of spice and aroma, so Spice and Aroma Kitchen Chef Ify, has joined us once again this morning.
Hey, guys.
Hi, I see what you did there, Titi.
Yes.
Chef Ify is joining us this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Good, good.
Yeah, always looking bright and beautiful.
And smiley. Always so smiley. Sometimes we're always like trying to get our chefs to smile. They're all focused on the food, but she always comes in ready with her teeth.
Yes, so she does, and this
Yeah.
morning is no exception, right?
Yes.
Great.
So it's going to be a great show. And first, for this hour, we're going to be having DIY mornings. Now, the ladies will be showing how to revamp old heels.
Yes, so old shoes, so that their husbands don't have to go and buy them new ones. I actually don't know if we should allow this DIY to hold, because the wives will come for me.
If your shoes are old, my advice, get new ones.
No, you can actually
That's my
revamp them
advice.
and
But yeah,
style
let's
them.
see what the DIY will look like.
Then it's on to updates on our celebrities in entertainment. Bello Krebs will be joining us on that.
Right after that, we're going to be bringing you a performance from Oba Dice, who was a street lyricist and hip-hop artist.
Yes, sir. On parenting, mom blogger and founder of iMom Zone will be talking about shy toddlers and how to warm them up. Get them to speak out a little, you know?
And joining us for another performance and a chat is one of the best guitarists that Nigeria has to offer, Fioki.
Love it.
Okay,
Music
so
in the
guys, a lot of things happening today. So you picked the one that interests you. Today is Balloons to Heavens Day.
Balloons to heaven.
Yes, you know when you release balloons to heavens. Today is Farm Worker Appreciation Day. Today is International Sailor Moon Day. Today is Roots Beer Float Day. Today is Wiggle Your Toes Day. That one I would like to do.
Wiggle,
later.
wiggle,
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 your toes day. I don't know where people come up with these days. Really,
Today is Night Out Day. So if you haven't gone on a night out in a while, you might want to consider that. Though how you will survive at work tomorrow. And finally, today is Fresh Breath Day. Don't say anything.
Really?
Fresh birthday.
Don't even dare.
Okay, so fresh
Because
breath
you-
day. Fresh breath day.
Okay, I think I'll prefer
Tables,
speaking now.
tables shaking right there.
That's, you just brought the words out of my
Yeah,
mouth. Yeah.
So it's a case of. So I always take it back to upbringing. I always take it back there, and a lot about parents dedicating time to showing kids how to do proper oral hygiene. It's not just take your toothbrush, go to the bathroom and brush your teeth. Are they actually doing what's right? And then are they eating the right foods to prevent this bad breath? And so for instance, when I was growing up, so I've mentioned this before, in the UK, they make you rinse out your mouth, brush your teeth 2-3 times a day as kids, even in the schools. So it's a case of upbringing. A lot of people now that have this whole mouth odor thing, it's due to oral hygiene and them not actually knowing what to do. But thankfully, the internet is there. If you know someone who is probably going through that,
But are there,
You can
is it-
always
is it-
send them links.
You
Yeah.
say, you know, our mothers back growing up, they will sponge your teeth.
Are you sure?
It will be sparkling.
In fact,
Yeah.
the kind of pain you
Morning,
feel,
and
to be
I'm
so
telling
raw.
you, they
Not
will
everybody. Not everybody. It wasn't like that for everyone.
No, but the
See,
question I
at
want to
some
ask.
point, I think maybe when people were getting to like 10, 11, when their moms are like, I can't be
Exactly.
brushing for you.
Yeah.
That's usually where the carelessness starts.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Ha. You
Yes.
hardly see a 10-year-old Nigerian
So,
child with mouth odor.
so do you stop
hardly-
monitoring them at 10? Do you really stop?
10? We are talking 10.
The question I want to ask though is, are there people who are adults who have a mouth odor and don't know that they have a mouth odor? Because sometimes
Yeah, I think it is possible.
yeah, you might meet someone who maybe, I mean, we talked about caring for your mouth on the show, and halitosis and other gum disease and things like that. But are there people who actually don't know?
You know, even people who are in relationships really do not know how to communicate, you know, that sort
I
of
don't
thing
think
to
the
their
relationship
partners.
would even start.
Yeah, because I've heard
If that
cases of that. Like, how do you communicate to your partner that, oh, you know, you
have
mouth
goat's
odor,
breath
you
in
need
the
to do
morning.
something
For
about
Buy
it.
them chewing gum, buy them mouthwash,
Yeah.
etc.
Yes, in the kitchen with me this morning is Chef Ify. Hi. She's like your next door cook. Like, you're so relatable when you cook. I love it when you're on the show. All right, so today she's making rice and vegetable shrimp sauce. Yes. You know, so we are working with a lot of fish today. We have mackerel fish, we have prawns. So let's talk about the ingredients basically we're working with.
Okay, this is shrimps actually.
Okay, shrimps. Oh, okay.
Yes. So with Titus fish, mackerel, green leaf,
Is
or
this ugu?
spinach? No, spinach.
Spinach,
the
okay.
green one.
Okay.
And then carrots, onion, tomatoes, and pepper. And then this palm oil and vegetable oil.
Okay.
And then this Cameroon pepper,
Yeah.
salt and seasoning. And then we are boiling our rice already.
Okay. So that's like regular rice?
Yes, regular rice.
Okay, great.
Instead of jollof rice, rice and stew, vegetable, protein, and
Yeah, and it's very healthy. So
Very
yeah, we're
healthy.
actually going to talk about the health benefits of spinach later on. But let's move over to our vegetable sauce because I mean, like, everyone can. Just in case you don't know how to make boiled rice, please enlighten us on how to boil rice. How do you cook your rice, or how do you get the best out of your cooked rice?
Okay, just wash and boil for like 5 minutes, then wash and then boil again.
Yeah, right. Till it's soft.
Yes, it's soft.
With water.
If you want, you can add salt if you want. You can skip it. Not everybody adds salt to
Add soda, yeah,
yes.
because I mean, it also depends on how spicy
Yes.
what you're having your rice with is.
Yes.
Great. All right. So let's talk about the process for our vegetable shrimp sauce.
Okay, we'll just have to fry our fish first.
Oh, okay. Our mackerel, yeah?
Yes. we're
Okay.
frying.
And then,
So after that, then we'll not just everything is basically steaming. We're not really deep frying anything.
Anything.
Yes. The only thing we have to deep fry is the tomatoes and pepper. Every other thing just have to be.
so let's take it one step at a time so that everyone watching is, you know, able to,
Okay.
you know, follow the process. So yeah, we're going to fry our mackerel fish first.
Yes.
Are we going to spice it up? Are we
It's
going to
already
season
spiced,
it? Are
already
we-
seasoned.
Oh, we already seasoned
Wash
it.
and season with salt and seasoning cube.
Seasoning cube.
Yes.
Okay, so once that is ready, after frying, what's next?
The onion,
Onions.
the carrots.
Okay, so the onions go into the vegetable. Oh, are you
Yes.
mixing your vegetable oil with your palm oil?
Yes.
Okay, why?
To give it that local taste.
Oh,
Yes.
really? Nice.
And the vegetable oil is already bleached a bit also.
Yeah, I saw that. I
So,
noticed that.
Yeah, it's not raw.
Okay, so that's what we're using to fry our fish.
Yes.
Okay, so now that actually brings to mind the aroma actually where you use vegetable oil and palm oil to fry fish is always delicious, guys.
Delicious, yes.
Like, oh,
Give
it's
it that
always really
local
nice.
flavor. Yes.
I agree with you. It's very true. Very, very, very true. Okay, so once that is ready, we are still going to use that same oil, right?
Yes, the same
For
oil. For vegetable.
our vegetable sauce.
Yes.
So what are we putting in first?
Onion,
Onions and
Carrots.
then carrots.
then tomatoes and pepper.
Okay.
Then after that, the shrimps goes in.
Okay.
The vegetable goes in last.
Oh, okay.
Yes, and
Yeah,
then
so
the
because we want
seasoning.
it fresh, we want to make sure all of those nutrients are still, you know, intact. All right, if you're just joining us, people, Chef Ify, of course, is with me this morning in the kitchen, and we are making rice, boiled rice, and vegetable shrimp sauce, people. And today we are working with quite a number of ingredients. As you can see on our tip, it's quite a platter.
Healthy ingredients.
Yes, healthy ingredients. I mean, we have vegetables here, we have proteins. We are actually working with a lot of proteins and, you know, minerals this morning, which is really, really nice. Right?
Good
And
for
then
the
you now have
bone, good for
a
the
fantastic
eyes.
balance with your starch rice, of course. Great. So we're just going to wait for our oil to heat up, yeah?
Yes, then fry our fish.
And Chef Ify actually mentioned that. So I'm going to try that out. I'm going to try it actually. Yeah, so you have your mixed vegetable oil and palm oil, and then you mix it with your fish.
If you're frying like your bean cake, you mix vegetable oil and palm oil, you see the difference.
It's always really nice.
Very, very nice.
Very nice, like okpa. But it's always very nice.
Very nice. The taste is different. It's always different, yes.
I'm definitely going to try that out. So are you sure our oil is not,
No,
you know,
it's not
hot already?
No, not hot yet.
Okay.
So you just have to wait. And
Yeah.
wait.
Anyways, it's not, we eat too much of oil.
Too much
oil, and you know, so every once in a
sometimes you
while,
need to balance it.
yeah, with vegetables. So you could, so give us other options we could use, you know, to replace spinach, if you can't find spinach in the market.
Pumpkin leaf. You can use that. Yes, you can use. You know, we have different type of spinach in the market. So we have this one, the green one. Have the English one.
Which one is English?
The one that is round. It's kind of, it's different.
Yeah.
This is the long one. There's one that is kind of circle.
Okay.
Yeah. Then there is this Yoruba one, F4.
F4, yes, F4.
So there
or
are so many-
shoko.
Yes. Any of those you
Yeah.
can use it. Then you can add a scent leaf if you still want different taste to it. You can still add scent leaf to it, or curry leaf.
Or curry
You can just mix it up.
leaf,
Yes,
yeah.
it gives it very
Curry leaf
nice
especially, there's a
and
certain,
naturally, yes.
I mean, if you do not want any
You use curry leaf for your
pungent,
stew sauce.
really nice. Very, very nice.
So we have so many that you can actually use.
And you know, it's funny. It's really you could actually really plant these vegetables like
Yes,
around
in
your
your garden,
house.
yes.
You don't even need to have like you just plant them in like paint buckets and stuff, or like buckets, and you know,
Yes,
harvest. You just plant these things and use them at your own, you know, convenience. Really nice. All right, great stuff happening here on the show, people. Chef Ify is with me here in the kitchen, and there's so much more to come here on Wake Up Nigeria. Stay with us.
However, it's time for us to give you the entertainment news. And I'm not alone today. I've got Bello Crab right here with me. Great to have you here.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Have you eaten?
No, I haven't had breakfast.
Okay.
It's a little too early, don't you think? Let's go straight to the entertainment news. So the big one, especially for those who watch BB Naija, is Teddy A and Bam Bam's engagements. The former Big Brother housemates, Big Brother Naija that is, Teddy A and Bam Bam got engaged recently. Teddy, who hasn't been very expressive about his feelings for his girlfriend, finally popped the question last Sunday. Nigerians were thrilled about their engagement announcement as they both posted a picture on their social media pages, and fans took to the platform to share their excitement. The thing is, some congratulated the couple, while others lashed out at moralists who slut-shamed Bam Bam over a relationship with Teddy during the 2018 edition of the Big Brother Naija reality show.
Oh.
So where do you stand, Bello?
Yeah, I stand alone.
I can imagine.
Basically, I think they started well, you know, from the house 2018, you know, everything went well to the bedroom. Don't mind me.
Oh, stop. You are one of them. You've not heard the trending song. You know that started from the bottom, now we're here.
Yeah,
Guess what they remixed it
from
to?
the bottom,
Started from the bottom, now we're here.
So they started well. So I think they are the first housemates doing that.
From Naija, I believe
in
so.
BB Naija.
Yeah.
So I think they are going to end well. So we pray their relationship goes well, and Bam Bam should do quick, and Teddy A, what you did
Okay,
in the
so
bed,
let's just move on. Uncle is taking it to another level. Okay, so this next one it has to do with Inse Ikpe Etim. She debunked false claims of being born with a silver spoon, which is tied to her late father's job at the Central Bank of Nigeria.
Wow.
Now, the actress revealed that her father's job had them traveling to different parts of Nigeria, and that led to loss of friends as she didn't get to stick around for long. So she's saying, yes, my father worked at Central Bank, but
So she was
we were
born with
not rich like that. She wasn't born with a silver spoon.
Yeah, that's the mistake some people make. You know, when they say, I work in Central Bank, you know, it depends the kind of work you're doing in Central Bank. Some people are cleaner, you know, some are just gate man, some are really working inside Central Bank. So I don't know where his father is working.
When next you see her, you ask her which
Do you have
one
her
her father
number?
was. I'll give it to you. You ask from Betty, she'll give you.
Okay,
Yes.
but okay, no problem.
So you really want to ask her that. All right, moving on. It's straight to Davido. Yes, he's been teasing a new album. The pop star teased this new album. He mentioned another track featuring American singer Jeremy and our own Tubaba.
Wow.
Of course, you know, the success of his latest single, Blow My Mind, has been massive. Within the first 12 hours, it had 1 million views already.
That's
First
massive.
12 hours, that's massive.
Yeah.
And of course, it was featuring American King of Pop, Chris Brown. Now, Davido promises a no slowing down season as he talks more about more singles and an album. So, are you looking forward to a Davido album?
Definitely. David is a hardworking guy, you know. I've met him before, so the guy is very, very hardworking. So I'll be waiting for his album. Then I guess the album is going to be everywhere. You know, he has this capacity. Anytime David drops a song or a music video, the thing goes viral. And
what do you make of his engaging or infusing all this American artists, so to speak, into his music? Like when you hear Davido, Chris Brown, Davido, Jeremy, the first thing that comes to your mind is how is it going to sing? But he's been pulling it off nicely.
I think this is not the first time a Nigerian artist is jumping, is working with a foreign or international artist. So I think David is capable. He's good. He has his own style of music. So he's an American boy. He was born in Atlanta, so he wants the international. Nigerian music is out there already, so he just wants to put the international. You understand?
Feel into it.
Yeah, just to add it.
Okay, talking about international feels and international feeling, of course, you know, Techno was on the Lion King, the Gift album.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're moving on to Techno now. So he recently talked about how he lost his voice.
Wow.
The Pana crooner shared that it shared about the different treatments he received and going broke in an exclusive interview recently with Daddy Freeze. Now, the singer who shared a struggle in a 50-minute interview promised the biggest comeback in 2019. What's the matter?
Yeah, the biggest comeback, 2019. This August, though. Time no day.
We have 5 more months till the end of the year.
Yeah,
4.
the biggest comeback. Like, we have a lot of artists on deck, so if he's going to come back, he should come back now.
Okay.
Before he goes up and he won't come back again.
You're even checking the time for him.
Yeah, there's no time. Like this 2019, this August.
Yeah, but talking about his voice going broke, on social media, some people were like, it depends on his broke. Some people were like, if I have 50 million in his account, I
I was about to say that, like, going broke, I don't understand. Maybe he's just trying to create a scene for him. He's a big boy now. Going broke, I don't think that guy can go broke. I don't know.
But he was spending the money on his medical treatments.
Which treatment now?
His
Treating
voice,
his voice?
Yes. Yes.
Which voice? He will just take one Baba Blue, the leak.
Oh, gosh.
His voice will be fine now. Which one is treating? Is he going to remove his throat and start treating it?
So, this next story has been trending for days now. It has to do with Diddy being spotted with his rumored girlfriend, but that's not all of it. Now, Sean John Combs, also known by the stage name Puff Daddy, Puffy, PDD, Diddy, well, it was spotted out again with his rumored girlfriend, Lori Harvey. The business mogul and the 22-year-old daughter of the 62-year-old comedian Steve Harvey. By the way, PDD is about 49 years old. And that's the daughter of Steve and Marjorie Elena Ave, were spotted hanging out together last Saturday, that's August 3rd, in Nerano, Italy. In the images, the rumored couple can be seen sitting close to each other as they enjoy dinner with Steve and his wife. At one point, the pair shared some intimate moments during the outing. Now, this is the gist. In case you didn't know, Lori previously dated Diddy's 25-year-old son, Justin.
Wow.
Now, this outing comes weeks after Diddy and Lori were pictured wearing matching outfits in New York City in July 2019. And that's not the end of the story. You know, I mentioned the fact that our mom is Marjorie, right? Now, our mom and Steve were dating while Steve was still married to his second wife.
Inside life.
So the way the thing has been twisted on social media, like, did she upgrade from from son to father? Or?
Like, honestly,
I don't know.
Personally, I'm confused.
Okay, let me break it down.
Like
for
those
you.
stories.
So Lori is the ex-girlfriend of Diddy's son.
Okay.
And her father is Steve Harvey.
Okay.
Our mom is Marjorie, who her father was dating while married to his second wife.
Wow.
Did I? Was I able to break that down well? It's complicated. You look confused.
Like, I'm confused. I won't lie. Do you know what? Let them settle it. God will help them.
That's just your final
God will help them.
Well, to each his own, but whatever the case may be, if you find love, you find love. There's a photo she shared at about the time Kim Porter died. She called her mommy.
My mommy.
Yes, she was like, mommy. You know, Kim Porter is Diddy's ex, the mother of his 2 children. So that's his first 2 daughters. So she shared a photo of herself with Kim Porter saying, rest in peace, mom, I can't believe it. And now she's taking over daddy.
Wow.
Yeah, so we have more to come in the kitchen, but then, of course, it will be right after this break. Thank you so much for being here, Bello.
Thank you. You're welcome.
All right, stay with us to Wake Up Nigeria.
Welcome back. It's Wake Up Nigeria. Of course, here with me in the kitchen this morning is Chef Ify. Hi. Say that again. Yo. I love it. And this morning, guys, we are making rice with vegetable shrimp sauce. And on your screen are the ingredients. But Chef Ify, over to you.
Okay, so we are just starting.
Let's go over the ingredients so that people know where we are, what we're doing.
Okay, let's start over here.
These
are tomatoes.
Yeah.
Spinach.
Ugu.
Not ugu, green. Green leaf. No, it's not ugu.
Okay.
Spinach, green
leaf. Oh,
yeah,
spinach. Pumpkin is ugu.
Ugu, yes. Yeah. And fresh pepper.
Okay.
Shrimps. Fresh fish. Yes. Fried already. And then over here we are steaming our onion and carrots.
Okay.
The mixture of red oil and vegetable oil. So.
And it's that you also remember that you mixed the vegetable oil and palm oil to fry our fish, and that's why it looks has this beautiful color. Like it. I like. There's a certain aroma after seasoning your fish that it gives to your vegetable oil or your palm oil after you fry with it.
So that's why most time it's good to use the oil to make your sauce for your stew.
Yeah. Yes. Great. So what's next? Because our onions look ready.
Yes. Just add the tomatoes.
This vegetable sauce is actually going to be bursting with colors. So many beautiful colors. Nice.
Fresh pepper.
Okay.
Habanero. So
I don't know. Right?
Yes, I don't know if that is much.
No, it looks
I like pepper.
Well,
so
well, it's a rainy morning, so I don't think anyone would mind. Anyway, true, regardless. So, but it's also we need that
hot, spicy.
Something to pepper us a little,
like pepper soup.
Wake up those nerves, those cold nerves. Yeah.
Okay, so we just have to allow it to
steam a little.
Yes.
Okay.
Then add our shrimp.
Okay.
Our seasoning, and then the last goes in the vegetable.
The vegetable.
Yes.
Okay, great. All right. So the good thing with vegetables is they are very high in antioxidants. So Vegetables that are high in antioxidants, of course, help to boost your immune system. They have anti-inflammatory properties, and some of them also have anti-cancerous properties, which also help to fight cancer, you know, or infections. Yeah, it's also good for the heart. It also helps, you know, to get all that blood, you know, because of it's high in iron and calcium, right?
A lot of vitamins.
It has a lot of vitamins already, of course, as well. And this morning we are working with spinach. You know, spinach. It's not a very common vegetable. Look, that way we use it to cook. Oh, wow. I always use.
It has this sweet taste, unlike ugu. Yes, it has this sweet. When you are using spinach, you don't have to use too much ingredients. You can see I'm not using crayfish.
Are you serious?
Yes, it has sweet taste. It's sweet on its own. So, yes.
I'm not I don't know. Actually, it's not.
Like
that's not the first thing that comes to mind if I want to use vegetable to cook.
Like
the first thing that comes to mind is ugu or uzuza leaf or scent leaf. Yeah, those are my 3 go-to vegetables.
Depending on what you are cooking.
Yeah, actually. Yes. So I think I'm going to try using spinach one of the days.
For your rice, boiled yam, plantain, potato. So
plantain,
this is very good.
Or unripe boiled plantain.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
And it's good for your porridge also.
So. Oh, nice. That's true. Great. So how is that getting along?
Frying a bit.
Okay.
So slow.
So we are going to allow it to simmer a bit more. Once it's dried up,
Once it's dried up, yes.
Okay.
So just add every other thing and
voila. These shrimps actually look like they've been
fried.
Exactly, because
already fried.
Because I'm like, okay, these shrimps, they don't look like the ones you actually just buy from the market.
Fried.
Okay. So what, did you season it or you just fried it?
Yes, season and fried also, just like the
Our
fish.
fish. Oh, yes. Okay. So I guess we're not going to add so much seasoning to our sauce because we already have our fish seasoned and then we have our shrimps already seasoned as well. And of course, mackerels, well, they are one of the healthiest type of fish, guys. Yeah, very, 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 very healthy and highly proteinous as well. If you're just joining us this morning, this is Chef Ify. Yeah. Say that yo-yo again. I like that. And this morning, she is whipping up something local. Yeah, but nutritious. Yeah, healthy. And so this morning, she's making rice and vegetable shrimp sauce. Yes. So we have a lot of vegetables we're working with. We have proteins, we have vitamins, we have so many nutrients, everything. Yeah, we're going to be well nourished this morning, right?
All in one.
All right. Great stuff happening here on the show. Next up is DIY with Makamba. And of course, Titi is standing by with her. Hello, ladies.
Yes, I am. Yes, indeed. You know, it's always great to learn something new. And on DIY today, we have Patricia Nsan. She's the founder of Makamba. And she is here to give tips on revamping old shoes. I have loads of old shoes, so this is going to help me out big time. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right, so I can see some really interesting looking shoes here. Talk to us about this one.
Okay, so this is pretty much my old shoe.
Okay.
I didn't want to throw it away, so I decided to revamp. So I used gele for this.
Gele fabric?
Yes, gele fabric for, the one you use for your scarves.
Okay.
So this is another fabric. This is Adire.
Adire fabric.
Yeah, so I play a lot with Adire, so I decided to use it for my shoes.
Okay, so I can see we have some old shoes here. Like, I know most of my shoes look like this in the house. And I just keep them in one corner. Yes. So what are we doing with this?
Okay, so today I want us to cover this to look like this. But because of time, we're not going. You can alternatively use the needle and thread.
Okay.
But then we're going to use adhesives.
Okay.
So we have here your adhesive.
Okay.
You could use pretty much any one.
Okay.
You have your measuring tape to make sure everything is intact.
Okay.
Right. You have your
applique.
Your applique here.
Yeah.
Okay. You have strings in case of your style.
Okay.
So I have an old earring here. I want to transform into, a corsage or something.
Okay.
So I have my clip-ons here.
Okay, and I can see this fabric, so...
Yeah, so this is my fabric. It's a sequin fabric. I want to use it. You have to, first of all, measure your shoes.
Okay.
So how I'm going to do it, I'm going to measure from this end.
Right around.
Yes, through the circumference to this end here.
All right, so to the mouth of the shoe, both
Yes, to
sides.
the opening, yes.
So you have 17
We have
there.
17 here, yes.
Okay.
So we're going to take 17.
Okay. And you basically measure 17 inches there.
Yes.
So I guess once we cut it out, this is what
you
we
have,
Okay?
exactly.
All right. So how are we wrapping this on the shoe?
So this is it here.
Okay.
I'm just going to...
Oh, sorry, let me take
Yes,
this
the
leg.
one that has the sole open.
So you have
so
to-
you can tuck it in.
So you have to open the sole first?
Yes.
Okay,
so, you know,
fantastic.
it has a nice finish.
Okay. So you basically just
Wrap it around.
wrap it right round. Okay. So I can see that the fabric is kind of excess.
So you can just cut it out. By the time you're sure you have everything tucked in the right place, I think we have to use more glue.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. It seems to be sticking. Seems to be sticking.
Okay, that's fine.
All right. So you basically just put your glue on, wrap it round.
Wrap it round, yes.
Aha. Okay.
So we have... Then you cut out the other end for
Okay.
the front.
Okay. So what shape is that?
This is like a half
Circle.
circle, yes.
Okay. And then you lay it on. Okay. Simple, actually.
Very simple, like 5 minutes you can have new pair of shoes to wear. Okay.
Okay. And as long as the sole is out, I guess it'll all clip in
Yes.
eventually.
Yes.
So what's that piece for?
So this is for the heel. It depends on the shape of your shoes. So we
Okay.
have stilettos here. So I'm just going to quickly put it here.
Okay. Just wrap up the heel. Let's see. So this is all being done with glue right now.
Yes. So you can actually change the fabric in future if you want to change to another material. All you need to do is just heat it up. You can use your blow dry or something at home, heat it up, and then it melts, and then you can change the fabric to any
Okay.
other color.
All right.
Yes.
And there you have it. With a little trimming, you know, trimming off the excess fabric,
Exactly.
like right here. Okay. I don't even think you need to trim that off. You need to just tuck it in. All right.
There you are.
And already you have the beginnings of a revamped
So you can go edgy.
Okay.
So these are earrings. You can, you know.
Just, you want to actually, so you're puncturing the shoe and putting the
Yes,
earring
and
in.
then you can chop it off.
Oh, wow.
You have new
And
shoes.
look at that.
Yes.
So this is the
From-
before and this is the
After.
after. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. All right, so I can see you have some appliques here as well.
Yeah, so you can actually just play around.
Well, leave that one there. Leave that one there. I'm like, I could also just
You can put it
stick
on the
this one
side,
on the
exactly.
Oh boy.
We have tassels here too,
Okay.
so you can, you know, if it has like a strap, you can just put this in.
Oh, on the strap.
Yeah,
we
even
could
here, Seth.
put it at the back
Yes.
of the shoe and hang that there. Wow. That is a whole brand new shoe,
Exactly.
if you ask me. And I think I would leave just the black one at the back there.
It looks really pretty.
That's for me. And the orange earring in front. Looks good. Thank you so much for coming to show us this. But does this last, you know?
Yes, it does. You can, if
How
you
long
wanted to, you
has
know,
this been for?
about 2 years.
You've had this for 2
Yes,
years,
2
wrapped
years,
like this.
and it's very, you know,
The same with this?
exactly 2 years.
All right. So there you have it. Revamping your old shoes, ladies. Let's go into the back of our cupboards and see what we can find. All right. Thank you so much
you.
for coming to the show once
Thank
again. This is the end of this segment, but hey, we still have the third hour of the show starting after this break. And it's still your #1 feel-good breakfast show, Wake Up Nigeria.
Yeah, now the morning started for us at the hour 6. Believe it or not, we've been here since 6 a.m. And it's been good. 2 hours already. And thank you for tuning in. My name is Yomi Ope.
And I'm Titilaya Oyinson. Please watch us live via streaming if you need to go anywhere on tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook at TVC Connect. Please, all your comments are so welcome. In fact, we appreciate them. We look forward to them. Use our hashtag Wake Up Nigeria on TVC.
The TVC app is also available for download both on the Android and the iOS stores. Now, this app allows you to watch us from anywhere in the world. You can watch us live. Just download it. Search for it in the App Store.
Yes,
use TVC Connect to search for it. And then just download it. It's pretty simple.
Yes, it is.
Just connect and watch live.
On parenting today, mom blogger and founder of iMomZone, Modupe Ainla, is going to be talking about shy toddlers and how to warm them up, get them to, be a little more outgoing.
Yeah, right after that, we're going to be having a performance from someone. He's a sensational guitarist, and it's called Fioki. And right after that, a chat.
All right.
So,
this
gentlemen,
entertainment news gist, it's a very sweet one. Oh, wow. Lori, Harvey, and Diddy. 2249. Anyway, I don't have a problem with the age. I don't have a problem with the age because, like, I like dating older men. So, not like older, but because they make you feel like they always treat you like a baby. They pamper you, they spoil, they don't. Mary, can I kiss you from here? Like, they just make you feel loved on every. I don't know.
If Yomi was single, you would go for a 17. No, I don't want you to get arrested. An 18-year-old, a 20-year-old. That's what they do. They like younger girls.
Single, so don't go there.
Anyways,
let's not have.
Anyway, the gist. Wow. Okay. The fact, so first of all, she's Steve Harvey's stepdaughter. Yeah. And the fact that she dated P. Diddy's son. It's just... The baby's on a pill. She's dated Trey Songz. She's actually dated big guys in the industry. She dated Trey Songz. She's dated Lewis Hamilton.
How do you go from Lewis Hamilton to
#1? Lewis Hamilton. In the racing Mr. Billionaire.
She only goes for the #1.
She goes, the babe is on a
you have to be really good.
She's been steady moving up on the ladder.
I'm telling you.
And now she's reached Diddy.
Wow.
I think Jay-Z is next.
I think we're really shading her, though. I think we're beginning to shade her.
I'm not shading her.
I'm not shading her.
My issue is this issue.
But isn't this girl a child?
Himself.
At 22.
Diddy himself.
Yeah, she's essentially a child.
Yeah. Diddy himself, what is he looking for?
She was a teenager.
With fresh blood.
Someone that his son has dated. That's the issue I have here.
Right.
Well,
it's
actually
just tainted waters. It's forbidden. It's no go territory. Your son has been there. So why? Okay, he's been there. When I say been there, you know what I'm talking about. And you want to go there. Why? Okay, you would have just cuckoo said they should go there with you.
Titi.
Yes. Now
there are people who, in their days of being wild, have things to do with somebody's father. Until introduction day, you find out the person you are about to get married to.
God.
It used to be your sugar daddy, as in the son is the son of your sugar daddy you're about to get married to. So these things happen.
Yeah.
My own shy is Diddy on his own part. He's probably being, I don't know,
having fun.
No, it's not having fun.
I think he just wants to trend.
Diddy is going through stuff right now. He's been talking about Kim Potter. He's probably attached to her because she knew Kim, used to see Kim as mom and everything. And I don't know how the thing developed to emotional level.
It's a lie.
But I hope they fix it.
It's a lie.
Is it possible that it's just like a stunt?
Because
he's also trying to get over Cassie.
No, she looks so much like Cassie. Remember I mentioned that earlier?
Because he was so much in love with Cassie. And now Cassie has moved on. Even about to marry.
No, she's pregnant now.
She's even pregnant. Yeah, for her
he
new.
Congratulated them when they
with her new boyfriend. And
So maybe he's
so
trying
there's no
to
chance
replace
that
her with someone
going out with her with Steve Harvey, who's her father and everything. So there's no chance that he's just like a father figure in her life.
Father figure.
Who's your daddy?
Can you please show me what the father figure was doing to Lauren?
That's them. We're seeing them on the screen.
We are seeing them on the screen.
He's not holding her in any.
They were kissing.
No, it's friendly kiss. You know, sometimes they say
holy kiss.
kissing is healthier and more, it's cleaner than even hugging or shaking.
Oh, wow.
So that's why. That's why the French.
Mary, can you stop, please? Just stop.
It's better than shaking, yes.
But I
Uncle
can't
Yomi,
get
I'm
over
just saying.
the fact.
Generation
I
X.
just kind of feel like.
It's just like I can't even imagine chasing a guy that my daughter wants. How? It can't happen.
You did not chase him, it happened.
From the female angle, it doesn't taste sweet. Wow. It doesn't taste Okay.
So it's from the male angle that
it tastes sweet.
Okay, but seriously though, if they end up getting married, it would be a really sweet thing. It would be a really sweet thing. Like, I'd like to see what Justin would say to
I don't
his
even
dad.
know what's going on in this world these days. The world is changing.
The world is not changing. Life is evolving.
Okay.
Welcome back. It's time for us to take our parenting segment. Now, Modukwe Enyinla is a beauty consultant and a mom blogger and the co-founder of iMomZone, which is a platform for pregnant, new moms and moms to toddlers, to share their motherhood experiences. Now, we're here to talk about shy toddlers and how to warm them up, get them to express themselves more.
Yes.
Welcome back to the show.
Thank you for having me again.
All right. So now, as a parent myself, what should I look out for to, find out if my toddler is actually a shy toddler? Let's start from there.
Okay, so the thing is, shy toddlers are always very chatty at home.
Okay.
They tend to be very warm with people in the house and all. But then at events, at gatherings, they get clingy. That's always the very first thing.
Okay.
They won't want to leave your side.
Okay.
And therefore you won't even enjoy the event or gathering. So they're always very clingy. Then they don't warm up to people easily. They find it very hard to warm up to kids or even adults.
Okay. So you notice that they always shy away from going to meet other adults?
Yes.
Okay.
They'll sit at the spot for as long as the event will hold. And
so it's not a bad thing to be shy, right?
Well, it's not, because research has actually shown that 15% of babies are born shy.
Okay.
Yes, so it's now up to we parents to make sure that these kids don't stay shy.
Okay.
Because at the long run, it will affect their self-esteem, and we don't want that.
Okay. All right, so what's the first thing we should do, and when should we start it? So I noticed probably at age 1, that my child doesn't want to be carried by someone else or go and play with other kids, right?
Okay.
So what's the first thing I should do?
So children have photographic memory.
Wow.
Yes, they do. So prior to any event or prior to them meeting anyone, start showing it, show them, maybe on your phone, you have the pictures. Oh, look, this is Auntie, so that's a person. Okay. See, look at that, she's such a nice person. Or prior to the event, let them know that there's going to be a party and you're going to have so much fun and you're just going to have so much fun. Tell them 2-3 days before the event, 2-3 days before meeting anyone. And also, if there's anyone that'll be at that event that they know and are familiar with, let them know that, okay, so person will be at the event, you'll have so much fun, she'll be your friend, just to warm them up.
Okay.
And let them see that, okay, I think I'll enjoy this party or the event.
All right, so it's like prepping them.
Yes, exactly.
Or pre-informing them.
Yes.
Okay, giving them notice.
Yes, and also we parents tend to be overprotective, and it's not good. So if you're overprotective of your child at any event or anywhere, you're indirectly telling that child that the environment is toxic. The environment,
not safe.
yes, it's not safe. So you're only encouraging that shy behavior in them. So it's important that we're not overprotective and we're not authoritarians. Like, sit down there, don't go there. It's also very important.
Okay, so now, if for instance I'm at an event, let's say a wedding now, there's no way I'm going to let that child run around in between tables, knocking into waiters. I'm going to be at least protective to an extent that to keep them safe.
Yes.
You know, that's the first thing on my mind. Don't go missing, don't touch something that could harm you, or go and trip on a wire or something like that, just because I want them to be free. But I don't know what alternative you would suggest. Maybe in some other situation, maybe at the park or something like that.
Yes, at the park. That is where prepping comes in.
Okay.
You let them know, okay, so you're going to the park. Let them know in a very subtle way that going far away from mommy, straying away from mommy can be very dangerous.
Okay.
But in a very subtle way. You won't have to make it too scary for them. So that way they'll know that, okay, so this is where I should play. Mommy is over there, I'm right here, so it's okay for me to play here while mommy is over there.
Okay. So other kids also tend to be shy. And I have noticed with mine that sometimes they try to mirror what they see with other children. So if, for instance, my girls meet shy kids, what do you think I should encourage them to do?
Okay, if your child is someone that is very open, and is she very open?
No, so I'm just assuming that my child is shy at this point and meets another shy child. You know, so I'm thinking they might just be mirroring the attitudes that they see. I don't know if that makes sense.
Well, the thing is, shy kids and another shy kid tend to like each other.
Oh,
yes.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
They will kind of warm up to each other, but in their own way. You know, they won't, compared to a child that is very, very verbal and all, they won't go in that route, but they would at least say hello, how are you, and just sit beside each other.
And they'll be there quiet together. But are you sure I shouldn't discourage that? Maybe tell the child to go somewhere else. I don't know. What's my next move?
The next move is for you to come there and talk to the both of them. Okay. Oh, you have a new friend. What's your friend's name? Did you ask? What's your name? Ask. What's your name? How are you? How old are you? You know, you have to strike that conversation. You help your child strike the conversation, start the conversation. Okay. And then from there, she'll pick it up.
So there are probably kids that are a lot older that are probably going through this. So let's say they're age 7 to 10 years old now. Now they've already formed their own manners. There's really not much, I believe, that you can do at that point. But this child, well, okay, let's stick to toddlers as we started with toddlers. Let's say 5, 6 years old now. Okay. They've already started forming their own attitudes, mannerisms, and maybe a parent has actually missed it that this child is shy. So what do you think they can do to remedy the situation?
At that point, you have to, children see, children do. At that point, you have to emulate what you want your child to do. Okay. You have to keep doing it in front of him. At gatherings, you say hello to people, and then there is no way that child won't say hello to maybe one person. Okay. And when he or she does, praise that child. Okay. It goes a long way. Right. Then you say, oh, you said hello to such a person. Oh, that's really, really nice. I mean, that's really good. Did you ask his name or her name? I mean, that's really good. It helps their self-confidence. It boosts the self-confidence.
I'm always afraid that it's something the parents have done in the past that makes these children shy.
Yes.
For instance, telling the children to shut up, you know, don't go there.
Yes.
Actually, really hammering down, like dropping the hammer on
that's
these
been
children.
an authoritarian, and it's really, like I mentioned earlier, that it's one of the factors that actually cause, that actually increases the shy behavior in these kids, and they won't change if you keep doing that. So it's really important that we don't verbally abuse our kids or ridicule them, or try to say, oh, look at your sister, or compare them to other kids. It's wrong. It should not be done. We should try as much as possible not to compare, not to verbally abuse them or talk down on them in any way.
Okay, all right. Hopefully a parent out there is hearing this and understands exactly what you're saying. So if, for instance, a parent has been telling the child to shut up, they have inherently created a shy child.
Yes, yes, in a way.
So there are a lot of shy adults out there. Are we saying that the shyness probably started from when they were toddlers?
Yes. I used to be.
Oh,
yes,
really?
Yes, I used to be.
Okay.
So it actually started, my parents are authoritarians to an extent.
Okay.
So I feel that it actually started from then till now, and it grew into anxiety such that when I go anywhere, I'll start feeling, oh, this place is, I should not be here. Let me just go to mommy or go to daddy or stay in a quiet place where no one will see me. And then it would definitely affect your self-esteem. You won't be brave or bold to say anything out there.
All right. Thank you so much. I think
Thank
we've
you
about
for
covered
having
it.
me.
But I know that, there's probably a parent out there that is also shy. So if you're a shy parent,
please,
do you expect your child to also be shy like you? I don't know.
Well, not all kids are as shy as their parents. Some parents are shy and then the kids will just emulate and also be, but then some won't even go that way and will want to be their own person.
All right then. Thank you so much, Modupe, for coming to the show once again.
Thank you for having me.
That's an amazing guitarist. You know, one of the things that I've always wanted to learn, and this guy is absolutely amazing. He's joining us on the couch.
Yes, he is.
Incidentally, and his name is Ifyok Ethanga, professionally known as Fioki.
He's Africa's #1 sensational guitarist from Akwa Ibom.
His musical journey started in the church choir, of course. You know,
that's where they all start.
that's where they all start from. And he participated in the Star Quest 2008 and won as a group called Diamond back then. Wow.
Then he went on to collaborate with the likes of Simisola, Kiss Daniel, Flavor, Yemi Alade, and so on. And here he is.
And he's done quite a bit, you know, over the past
welcome.
So how you doing, man?
Welcome.
Please have a seat over here.
Yeah, right there. Okay. Yeah, right there is fine.
This is my zone.
Yeah.
Yes, so.
How's it going, Fioki?
Fine.
Nice,
Good
nice.
morning.
I mean, it's been an amazing journey since 2008. So 11 years.
Bros, you don't go vibe all my pieces. Even knew when I came into the industry.
Yes, now, of course, of course.
I knew her for a very long time too.
Hey, Jesus. Where? Yeah, tell me.
Oh, you're working with...
Where?
The radio station.
Radio station.
Yeah.
Oh,
back then.
Wow.
When we were working with Cobans, you did some voiceovers then too.
Okay, so he's exposing my background now. You see?
A little bit of history there, yeah.
Yeah.
But the truth is, the guitar is a timeless instrument.
Yeah.
One that, and choosing the guitar, was that always the plan? Or did it just come up?
It wasn't the plan because guitar was easy to access then too. Because keyboard, where I grew up, you know, in Nigeria generally you don't have lights, so guitar was easy to actually get. So I don't need to plug it in power to play.
Wow.
It was easy. So like the available instrument that's gonna be easy for me to pick up. So I just decided to pick up guitar. The bass doesn't really have tone, so guitar I needed to hear melody, so I decided to go for guitar. Guitar was closer to keyboard. The keyboard, I needed to plug it. I don't get money to buy battery every time. As a smart hustler, I decided to pick guitar.
But you know, the group Diamond, I mean, when you guys started, I mean, back then, and then you went into the Star Quest, your choices, you know, coming together as a group at the time before you eventually, I mean, struck out on your own and started doing Fiuki, how did that come together for you at the time and the opportunity that you got with Star Quest?
Okay, we pick ourselves inside the house because they gave us like a week to study ourselves, to actually know people you can work with. But I was lucky enough, one of the boys in my group was with me in Warri. Like 2 years, it was actually always coming to my house because then in Delta State, I was like a household name guitarist before I came for Star Quest. So like 70% of the contestants knew me from streets as a guitar. So like, I was like, everybody wants to work with you, I want to work with you. So on that note, I was the one that chose the people that were in my group then. So, but I wasn't the band leader. I decided to choose somebody else, but I was the brain behind
the music that was created.
So after then, we were signed to Kenny's Music for like a year contract because we were like a contracted artist. That was the year they signed J1 too. So J1 was like my investment. Then we were like, Nigerian breweries sent us to Baba Keke, so like we were like contracted artists. So where we had very good relationship with Baba Keke, even till date. So when the contract expired, next Star Quest came. I would decide to say, okay, guys, let's keep pushing. We decided to push with the band because then we never had manager, we never had like a sponsor because as a group, you need management to be able to oversee some stuff. You can't be doing yourself because we came from different backgrounds. You must have challenges. So we tried our best. I tried to do my best to push in my own way. It didn't work out after 3 years.
3 years?
But like 3, you were actually the best and the group that stayed longer though.
Well, 3 years is a long time to work with a set of people.
Of course,
You know, and then finally pulling away and standing out on your own, that's like starting from
I didn't
scratch.
pull. We decided to dissolve the group. We said, guys, I think we have tried. Let's go and try something different.
Okay.
But before then, I was already working with the bunch because I recorded for the bunch. Scapegoat 2010. Like sometime in March. I was still working with the Cobams then in studio, doing some guitar recordings for Cobams. So Bankole saw me and linked me up with Don Jazzy.
There's this amazing music video we've been playing since the beginning of the show. It's animated and all. Can you tell us a bit about your video? That video.
Okay, that's my new single. Have you downloaded this? I hate the fact that when song comes out, I say, if I get them, send them to me for WhatsApp.
Wow.
No, I don't like it.
I didn't say that now. Did I say it?
No, I just like, I'm just preparing myself in case you want to tell me that.
That's the video there.
That's me then.
Who did that? Who did that for you?
People see me as a guitarist, but I'm beyond guitarist in the studio. I'm a producer. I'm a co-producer. I'm a music director. I influence so many projects I play guitar on. Some artists, when they send the songs to me, sometimes I just feel like something is missing. I knew that's why you guys actually came to me. But it's beyond just guitar part missing. So now some of them, their vocals are like irritating. So yeah, I'm telling you.
Wow.
Yeah.
You actually,
you
actually tell them the truth.
So I'd say, okay, as far as I'm involved, my brand is at stake. They will say, I feel okay, even hear this thing, if you not tell them. So what I do is, I say, guys, I understand that he contacted me to add some spice to your music, but there are some things you need to work on, your vocals, so parts. So if you can come over to my studio, we can restructure it. So sometimes I direct their vocals because I'm
You're a vocal director.
Yeah.
So a man of many parts.
Then I direct, sometimes I influence a whole production too. So I'm more like a co-producer. So most of the projects I am involved, like my tracks, I'm always involved. Okay, I have a direction. I design my sound.
Okay, we're gonna feel that music once again, and while that is going on, we're going to reward you for all the hard work.
Yes, indeed.
Over the past 10 years in the kitchen.
Hey.
Yay!
Let's have a seat over here.
Hi.
Welcome.
I've been seeing you since, so you were preparing for me since.
Sorry, Ify, move a little. All right, welcome to the kitchen. Excuse me, Ify, okay? All right, I hope I pronounced that properly.
Yeah, you got it right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice name, by the way.
That's MM.
So, my sister.
Yes.
Exactly.
Ifyok.
Yeah.
All right, so
very
yes.
local.
Welcome to the kitchen. This is Chef Ify, and this morning she's made rice with vegetable shrimp sauce. Yeah. So over to you, Ify. Tell us how you put this delicious meal together.
Okay.
Wow, Ifyok taste.
Basically, we just boiled our rice, normal boiling of rice, and then we made our vegetable sauce with tomatoes, onion, shrimps, fish, and then spinach.
Yes, sir.
Just for me.
Yes, sir.
Just for you.
Specially made for me.
Let's have a taste. Let's
Oh boy.
I give a verdict to Chef Ify.
Anything with shrimps in it for me, you've sold me.
Anything with shrimps in it, you've lost Yomi. You've sold him.
I'm a critic, so let me actually take it very well. I will tell you.
You're a critic.
Once I be Calabar boy now.
I want to eat half first.
Make I digest this thing first.
And as he's digesting or tasting or whatever the matter may be, we have to say a big thank you to our friends at Homely NG for the amazing kitchen accessories they sent to us.
Thank you for joining us on the show today. It's been absolutely great 3 hours being with you guys. Chef Ify, well done.
Yes, indeed.
And Fioki, thank you for joining us.
You'll be finished.
I'm enjoying this food.
Please bring back your guitar.
Everything.
Bring back your guitar next time for some more action so that we can...
Yeah, because I wanted to actually play over the soundtrack, but I think you guys didn't get the vibe well.
Oh, wow.
Okay, we were not feeling the production.
So I wanted to hear the soundtrack while I play on it so that people could feel me better.
No, but we felt you very well. We felt you.
I felt like I didn't feel myself.
What do you call your guitar?
Lead electric guitar.
Okay, so
What do you
that's
call
it.
it? You always have a name.
You didn't name
Okay, that's Ibanez guitar now.
No, I mean not the name of not the type of guitar. Like people always give.
Is it
their
Amanda?
guitars like a name.
Don't give it to name.
Okay, it's just a guitar. Wow. Calabar boy.
The most important thing is for it to make money for you know.
Okay, like people used to give like dogs.
Yeah.
Wow. Did you just compare your guitar to a dog?
Anyway, we are going to be back tomorrow, Wednesday, for the Wednesday edition of the show.
Yes,
And
indeed.
thank you so much for joining us today. Your view is next.
Yes, indeed. We'll be back at 6 a.m., y'all. Bye.